Hello and welcome back to Monday's Pitch. We're going to be picking up the remaining fixtures which we weren't able to go through in the first video. We'll start off with what was a bit of a surprise, Brighton West Brom. Finished Brighton 3, West Brom 1. That was a bit of a shock.
Yeah, it was a gross performance by West Brom.
It had to be, yeah.
It had to be said, had to be said. But yeah, what a performance. They were always at home.
First win.
First
goals.
First goals. Took it to West Brom, who have had a decent start to the season. Johnny Evans back in the squad, so you know, after his rumoured move to Arsenal and whoever else fell through, well, wasn't a great first start for him and the defence.
Yeah, not a standard Tony Pulis performance.
No,
I should say.
No,
it was a very even game in terms of possession. Was pretty much identical. Both had a similar amount of attempts on goal. Brighton were just a lot more clinical.
And they wanted it more.
Yeah.
If you look at the first goal, you can argue that they got a bit lucky.
Yeah, it was a little bit
slight deflection, but you know, the fact that he just went for it and didn't just give up.
Yeah.
And then the second goal was great. What goal! And then he was obviously got the assist for the third goal as well. So
which the third goal was great as well.
Yeah.
I mean, he put his head in in that area.
Yeah.
Didn't really care about.
Yeah.
He's getting his head on it, but that's all that matters. But,
Pascal Gross, remember the name?
But yeah, so it was a good
well
result.
Deserved, well deserved, and I think West Brom was sort of due. You know, they were coasting a little bit. I felt they were due. Maybe just a kick up the arse that they needed.
Potentially, yeah. But for a newly promoted side, very good.
Yeah.
Still,
pleased for their fans. Really pleased for their fans. Anyway, they deserve it.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. So it's a good start for them as well. Yeah. We move on to Southampton Watford.
Yeah.
Now, I said that in our the second video, I tipped Watford to go down. Now, where are Watford in the league as of Monday night? Where are Watford in the league?
Yeah, they're fourth.
Yeah.
They're in Champions League places. And I in the very first show tipped Everton to be fourth in the
let's go back, but let's just let's ignore that.
Yeah, no, it's a great start for them. You can't knock it. They seem to be going for it. They seem to really want it, and I think the players are all gelling. And
Now Marco Silva, great manager.
Yeah.
You saw what he did last year at Hull. He wasn't there for very long, but what he did, he masterminded some good results, got him playing some good football. So yeah, I think I need to hold my hands up and say wrong.
But you know, it is early days.
Quick word on Southampton. Their first real attempt was in the 92nd minute.
See, that's the thing Southampton need to work on. They're great defensively. It's the first goals that they've conceded this season.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. But
in 3 out of 4 games they've not scored.
Yeah, exactly. So it was 2-0 alls and then was it 1-0 win or something?
I think it was 1-0.
Yeah, so they clearly, I think they're sound defensively. They just need to focus on the attack. They need to work because they can't buy anybody at the moment. But
kind of got to see what happens.
Yeah. But having said that, 2 goals from outside the box.
They were both great goals.
Both crackers, and both from outside the box. So in that sense, you can tell that Southampton are actually all right defensively in their own area.
Yeah.
But they got caught out twice from 2 long range shots. Maybe they weren't expecting it or whatever. But,
so I mean, I backed Southampton to win. Who's a sucker really? It's me, isn't it?
Yeah, same. I think I backed Southampton to win.
The final game we had on the Saturday was Leicester-Chelsea. Now, main talking point was Danny Drinkwater. Obviously, he was going by. Now, I mean, the game wasn't that exciting. I mean, the fact that most of the build-up was about Danny Drinkwater is kind of set the tone for the game.
Yeah, and Kante.
Yeah, I mean, Kante got his goal.
Didn't really celebrate.
Yeah. Not a great goal as such.
I think it was really, you got to ask yourself, what's Kasper Schmeichel doing there?
I thought he should have done better.
He should have a goalkeeper of his standard should have done a lot better.
There was not much power in the shot.
It seemed to have trickled in, it was really slow motion.
Well, the thing is though, because when I was watching Match of the Day, because obviously I said all the 3 o'clock games, I was at the game so I couldn't see him.
Yeah.
So I was watching Match of the Day. I knew Kante scored, but I didn't know at what point. I couldn't remember what time he scored.
Yeah.
And watching Match of the Day, And then next thing you know, I'm looking at it, and the ball's in the back of the net. I was like, what just happened there?
Yeah.
It was that much of a shit. What the fuck was that?
So I don't know. Was it that Kasper Schmeichel was blocked off by his own defender?
From what I saw, it didn't look like he was obstructed. It just didn't seem like he reacted quick enough, which is a bit surprising for people like him.
You reckon he was daydreaming a little bit?
I don't know.
Or maybe he just didn't think that it was going to come this far. He thought maybe one of his defenders would have stopped it.
Yeah.
Anyway, goal's a goal.
Yeah.
We have to talk about Morata.
Now,
A slight hint of offside, but it was definitely.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, we talked about the whole, the Mane red card, the letter of the law. The letter of the law in terms of the offside is that you give benefit to the attacking player.
Yeah.
So, and obviously there's no angle that really shows.
No, the angle is impossible to tell where Wes Morgan's feet are.
For all we know, his knee could be completely parallel.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. It's a great ball by.
Yeah, Azpilicueta. That's what I think. It's a much better assist than it is a goal.
Yeah.
That was a perfect.
I think the win was in his favour as well. But yeah, great.
It's a perfect pass for him.
Morata brings a bit of a different element. Everybody thinks that he needs the ball played to his feet, but he's clearly,
Well, he had a few efforts to his feet, which he wasn't able to really control.
Yeah.
But what's that? 3 goals with his head, 2 assists, both with his head as well.
Yeah.
Got off in 4 games. He's got off to a good start in the league, hasn't he? So, yeah.
Good for Chelsea.
I do want to mention, obviously, Leicester's goal came via a Jamie Vardy penalty. It was straight down the middle.
Yeah.
A lot of power on that penalty, though.
Yeah, I know. Courtois got a touch
to it.
But there was no way he was saving that. Unless he stood. Well, he didn't move, really.
Yeah.
Unless he just stood still, he wouldn't have saved that.
No.
But,
Good penalty, yeah.
Jamie Vardy, I mean, towards the end, he was slightly unlucky with his positioning. He could have got his head to it.
Mm-hmm.
He could have got equalised it. This is late. Obviously, Chelsea could have scored on the other end, but he could have got his head to it. Again, I have to say, Chelsea doing the job, doing the business. Not very convincing for me. Although that guy Alonso, what a left back he is. He's left back, right?
Yeah,
what a left back he is. Yeah.
But
going forward.
Well, that's it. I mean, like I said, Chelsea they took us apart in the 3rd game, but then as you saw on Saturday, Tottenham did the exact same to us, just took us apart. So that's not so much about Chelsea doing it right.
Yeah, it's not an
Everton doing it completely wrong.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I mean, obviously they've got a big game coming up against Arsenal, haven't they? So we'll see what happens in that. But I think Leicester were unlucky though.
Yeah, it's the same way. Like everyone's talking about. Well, everyone's kept quiet about Arsenal.
Yeah.
I think Bournemouth is not the place to judge Arsenal. The next match now coming up, Arsenal Chelsea, is a good indicator of both teams.
Yeah.
See what they're made of.
Absolutely, yeah.
And
I think it'll be really good.
Just a thing to take notice about is Hazard. He just came on.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's come. If he starts, I mean, they're only going to get better with him in the team. So
it could be an interesting weekend coming up.
Yeah.
Yes, that's all the Saturday games. Sunday, occasionally it does happen that you go, really, Super Sunday? Are you being serious?
Yeah, I don't know how they can label it Super Sunday. Really. They should just call it Sunday.
Yeah. So we'll just mention the one game for now because of obvious reasons that we will get to in a bit. Swansea Newcastle. Win for Newcastle, 1-0. Goal was alright. Obviously, there's Lascelles.
Yeah.
Made a very important block.
Yeah. From Abraham.
A minute or two before the goal.
Yeah. Was that the one when Abraham rounded the ball?
It was, yeah.
A slight touch on his hand as well.
Yeah, but I think...
No, it wasn't. Definitely not a handball. Not for me anyway.
No, because, I mean, like I said, that's one of my things I hate about when people call an handball. You slide in. People talk about it being not a natural body position and stuff, but if you're sliding in, you're not sliding with your arms down by your sides. Of course, you're sliding like that. If it hits your knee, then it hits your hand.
And in his defence, his arms weren't stretched; they were just there.
So it's just one of them, isn't it? But we talked about last week about the impact that Renato Sanchez was going to have, and didn't really have much of an impact on the game.
Again, I think it's harsh to judge him on one game. He's just finding his feet.
He's still a young lad.
Yeah, he's still a young lad, and in the Premier League, it's not an easy league to come in and hit the ground running.
And he didn't have that much game time at Munich.
No, he did not. So we'll give him time. We'll just see what happens there. But obviously, he didn't really impress that much. But we'll see how that one plays out. Bonnie, of course, came on for him.
Mhm.
Again, he needs to get game time as well. So,
Yeah.
a couple of positives there. I think Abraham should have taken his chance, but at least they have a couple of options. Let's see. We'll see what happens with Swansea.
Yeah, I mean, it's good 3 points for Newcastle
Yeah.
against a team that if they won it. I don't think Newcastle are a team that are in particular danger of going down, but it's not easy considering the way they've recruited or the lack of recruitment. It was an important 3 points
Yeah,
for them.
definitely.
So, happy with that.
Proper graft.
We'll move on to the game that we've just watched. So we just watched the West Ham Huddersfield game.
Yeah.
Ended up being 2-0 to West Ham. Now, like I said, we've just watched the game from minute one.
Yeah, literally, I think it was a minute and 30 seconds in. Carroll squared the ball across the face of goal. Unfortunately, both Hernandez and Antonio just a yard too late coming in. But yeah, so you looked at the starting 11. Obviously, this is their first. Keep in mind, this is their first game at home.
Yeah.
As I said in the last show. Yeah. So it's the first game at home. They got their home fans behind them. Yes, it's not Upton Park, but it's still, home advantage does matter.
Yeah.
And Slaven Bilic is a guy, he was obviously under pressure. Almost the same amount of pressure as the ball, but maybe not as much. But he's the kind of guy who would, grab you by the collar if he has to, and get a performance out of you. And the way he started the way he put his lineup out, clearly signals his intent. All-out attack. I mean, you look at his top three there. You got Antonio, Carroll, and Hernandez.
Mm-hmm.
So either one of them could get you a goal or two. So so it's a good result for them. A little bit of pressure off Bilic.
A little bit.
A little bit. I won't get carried away, but a little bit of pressure. I mean, good for the good for him personally, and good for West Ham fans.
Yeah, I mean, Huddersfield, they showed a lot. They were a lot more promising in the second half. They got West Ham's first goal a bit lucky with two deflections that hit in the post.
Yeah.
But on the face of it, you look at it, it's a deserved result.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, from a Huddersfield perspective, now they've obviously had a great start. Could not ask for a better start to the season. Do you now think that that's it? Like, the day in the sun is over. Like,
maybe their 15 minutes is over.
I hope not.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think it will be a bit of a reality check for them because now I don't believe that they thought, oh, fucking hell, we've done so well so far. The only teams that are going to stop us are the likes of United and Cities, all that stuff. I don't think
No, I don't.
They've got to be realistic, haven't they?
Yeah.
And I think they are being realistic.
Yeah.
So
I've not come across anyone. First of all, I've not met any Huddersfield fans, but I don't. On social media, you don't see them getting carried away.
No, not at all. I mean, as long as I think they should.
They could have been joined top,
Yeah, could have been. Yeah. But no, I think they'll be okay. It's not gonna derail them. It's not going to shatter the confidence.
No.
I think they'll carry on. I mean, there will be games where, for example, they could go away to the Emirates, get a point, and then they could play Brighton at home and lose.
Yeah.
It's one of them.
It could be one of those. It could be one of those where, although as a whole they didn't get carried away, but just in case one or two of them were getting ahead of themselves, brought back down to earth now. Start again.
Yeah.
Let's go again. Start fresh. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we've only got one game to talk about left to talk about, and for obvious reasons we've deliberately left it to the end.
Yeah.
Obviously, I did a video myself, an instant reaction to Frank de Boer getting sacked. Obviously now we've got both of us here, so first off, if you want to give your initial thoughts.
If you haven't seen the video, by the way, check it out.
Yeah, like I said, we did a direct to Facebook just to get it out there straight away because. Obviously, because it was breaking news, what happened. Now that was just my personal opinion.
The thing is, I've obviously seen what you said, and I have to say, not much of debate on my part. Unfortunately, I wish there was much more of a debate, but I have to agree with you. And it is okay in this day and age. It doesn't surprise me, and I don't think it surprised you either. It's not one of those that it's going to be like, shock horror. I can't believe this has happened. No.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, it's just one of those that it's part and parcel of today's game, modern football. The money involved, the lack of patience. I mean, it's just the way we lead our lives these days. I mean, it's like lag on your phone and you're moaning about it.
Yeah.
So in that sense, it's the way we are these days. But on the other side of things, it is. I feel it's really harsh because they obviously, and you read out when you got appointed what the board wanted out of this and what
they said they needed.
They wanted.
I can't remember the phrase that they use off the top of your head, but they wanted some sort of stability over a period of time.
Yeah, so it's not
4 games is not a period
basically,
of time.
they indicate that it's not going to be overnight success. It's going to take some time.
Yeah, he said they interviewed 37 managers.
Yeah.
And and apparently Steve Parish explained to each of them what he wanted, and he's obviously felt that the ball was the right person. So, if you think he's the right person, give him what he wants, which is the time to do the job.
And like you mentioned before in the video, you said the first 3 games, yes, they played really badly.
Yeah.
And there's no excuses. It was just bad. I mean, you can blame the players, you can blame the coach, you can blame whoever, but just as a team, they were just really awful. Yeah. This game, however, okay, I was watching it and I was like, well, they are off to a great start now. They're giving the ball away through a back pass and Wood.
Yeah. That's one thing. I didn't even mention that in the video. Yeah. I mentioned about the missed opportunities he had.
Yeah.
Now just to interrupt you, I don't know. If I was that Chung Yong Lee, if I was him, I would genuinely. And you saw it full time. You saw it. He was looking upset.
Yeah.
Now, he's probably woke up this morning to this news that he's been sacked. Now, I can't help but feel for him because he's made a mistake. People make mistakes. They do. He's just made a horrible mistake at the wrong time.
Yeah.
And that has turned out to be the mistake that's got him sacked.
Yeah.
The same can be said for Scott Dan, as we said. If his chance goes in, he might live to go for another week or two.
Yeah. It's just one of those where shoulda, coulda, one of those. But what I was trying to say was, so this is a genuinely important game, life or death, if you will. At such an early point in the league, which itself sounds ridiculous. But yeah, it is what it is, and now you're going into this game thinking, all right, we've got to give it all. I don't know what De Boer must have prepped them and said, come on, give it all. Come on, do it for me or do it for the team, do it for yourselves, whatever. And they've gone and done that, and then so straight away heads drop. So even if they were gonna play the best game of their lives now, you're off to a rubbish start because it's a silly goal to give away, and it's happened now, and you're just like, oh man, here we go again, and that sort of led on to what happened going forward. Like they must have had at least 15 chances, and every single, just like one of those days for them, like shot deflected wide, post missed, like should have scored, 2 yards out, 3 yards out. How many chances do they need? And they, not that they don't have quality players, they've got decent players. Yeah, you did mention Zaha. He's one though. He's just one player. Yeah. Okay, maybe you can argue that De Boer is a great coach but didn't get the personnel that he wanted. You can argue that.
You can, but
majority of his team is the team that from last season.
Yeah, absolutely. Which didn't do well last year.
No. But Big Sam saved them. Yeah, so it's just one of those. But then you look at the likes of Benteke, which just a couple of years ago was playing for Liverpool.
Yeah, did well for Aston Villa.
Yeah, I mean,
Liverpool.
Easily get goals. Townsend, he's playing for England. Yeah. Who else have we got? Scott Dan, he's alright.
Cabaye.
I mean, he was like the French number 7 a few years ago.
Yeah.
It's just one of those that either they just don't click, or it was just. Unfortunately, I just feel for them last night that they were just unlucky.
They were
just really unlucky.
You can't say that that they deserve to lose.
No.
Because it happens in football. You're unlucky sometimes. Things just don't go your way. Yeah. Like similar to what we said about the Leicester game.
Yeah.
I think Leicester were quite unlucky.
Yeah.
It's just that Palace were unlucky at the wrong time.
Yeah. I mean, if you play decent for the first 3 games and then you have one of those days, people just don't even bet better. I would just like, go on then. Everybody does that. Everybody goes through that. But because they've not turned up for the first 3 games, this is the first game that they actually decided to play. And unfortunately for them, they just didn't have the luck.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for the ball, that's it.
Yeah.
It's gone now.
So.
But then you got to think now, is that a great decision to make? Because they have to start from scratch again.
Absolutely.
They have to bring in a new manager. We don't know if they'll stop a Roy Hodgson.
I touched on it before. I'll be honest, I've not seen whether it's been confirmed or not. To be honest, I probably should have done. I probably should have in anticipation.
I don't think so. I mean, there's strong rumours, Sky sources.
Yeah, it's like I say, when it says Sky sources, obviously I don't exactly know how Sky sources works.
Lately, they've been a bit.
Yeah, but it's. I think. Hang on a second. It looks like. No, it's not been confirmed yet.
No.
But like I said, I did touch on it before when I said the fact that Sky Sources strongly believed that there was a 2-year deal for Hodgson to come in with Lewington as an assistant. That to me says that before the international break, the people high up at Palace have gone, listen, if this shit goes down, who are we getting in?
Yeah.
They might have.
So they've already made up their mind.
Yeah, they might have said to Hodgson, listen, here's the situation, you've seen what's going on. If we lose the next game, do you want to come in or what? And he might have gone, so, yeah, go ahead.
It's going to be better to do anyways.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, so that's what I don't like either.
No.
Now, I do, like I said, I did mention before, I do understand the business decision. I do understand that. Even though we want it to be football is a passionate sport, it is a business as well.
Yep.
So whether, I don't know, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, even if they did line him up, maybe they should have, out of respect to the ball, give it a week or so before they actually announce it. Don't leak it straight away, just out of respect. But then again, these days.
Yeah, and at the same time, I mean, if you, I don't know. It's
like I was watching the Mourinho's press conference today for ahead of the Champions League.
Okay.
Saying Europa League. Almost the Champions League game tomorrow. He just said, when asked about the situation, he just said nothing surprises him anymore. Exactly what you're saying. He said he was sacked as manager of the champions.
Yeah.
He said last season Ranieri was sacked as the manager of the champions, and now De Boer is sacked after 4 games. He said, don't really worry about it because next season there'll be something more extreme that happens. He said it's just going to get worse and worse, basically, without saying those words.
Yeah.
That's why he indicated, and so I guess it's something that we'll have to just learn to deal with.
Yeah, as much as we don't like it, I never will like it.
See, I don't know if there are any Crystal Palace fans. Do get in touch with us. Do comment.
Yeah, please let us know.
Let us know your thoughts on this because I personally not seen any uproar from the Crystal Palace fans calling for De Boer's head or asking for him to get sacked like you see week in week out with Arsenal fans.
Yeah.
And he gets a new contract. So it's something that we would like to know. So if you are a Crystal Palace fan, please do let us know.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate we've got to end the video for this week on that note.
Yeah. First casualty of the season. Now who's next?
I'm thinking now. Hodgson. I'm calling it Hodgson. No, just joke. Okay, look out, we're going to do a very quick video just because we normally do them together, but we've had a lot
talking points.
Yeah, a lot of big things to talk about. So we'll do a quick separate video just on the games that are coming up for this weekend.
Preview for this week's
predictions.
Yeah.
Look out for it because, like I said, it's Everton United. So the first time me and him might be.
Yeah.
We won't be kicking off in this video.
No.
Maybe next Monday we will be kicking off.
Definitely.
At the same day that Rooney's in court, so it could be interesting actually. We might have something else to talk about that day.
Yeah, might have a podcast to do anymore.
Maybe. Alright, Sam. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Cheers.
Have a great night.